It's a bird, it's a plane, it's your boy, Skinny Penis, aka Mike Tyler here for another episode of the big WWE save. We're here at the Monday Night Raw screen just because I have. Oh my god, my AirPods almost fell out. Is that I had just wanted to do a quick update. If by the time this goes up, I will just have uploaded the update video. In which like the year review stuff. I have taken control of Disney Wrestling Entertainment, give them some kind of like stuff, give them a TV show, not a TV deal, but I gave them a TV show to work with as well as events that make sense, just to kind of give it some flavor. I don't think I fucked up their contracts. I'm still playing as them technically, but I'm just gonna leave the game right after that. So yeah. There's that, and hopefully this is late at night, so I'm trying not to be too loud, but yeah, there's just an update on that, and let's just jump right into the episode of Monday Night Raw. We got 30,000 people at the Dick Price Stadium as we have some dark matches as we see the Coven. The usual suspects defeats the team of Naomi, Angel Williams, and Bayley when Melissa defeated Bayley with an air raid crash. Melissa was head and shoulders above everybody else. Naomi was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone's work. And in our second dark match, we have an awesome match by Tanahashi drawing an 81 against Drew Gulak from FCW. Tanahashi defeats Drew Gulak in 5:29 with a German suplex. And to start off the show, we have another ad for the Ultimate Fan Experience. Don't know what the Ultimate Fan Experience is before the Royal Rumble. If you comment on this video or any of the videos that follow down below, you can only comment one. If you comment on this video at least once, you will be counted as a vote. You can comment on other videos. You can comment multiple times, but only one will count. But you can comment on multiple videos to get ahead in the kind of thing. So the more you comment on multiple videos, the more you are in for this contest. As a little fun contest, you will get to not only be featured in an episode of the series, a character, not like actual, like you'll be on here with me. I should state that out. That'll be in due time, at least maybe. But more importantly, I'll also let you book something for the WrestleMania pre-show. I decided for the WrestleMania pre-show, I'll give you a list of people who could have a feud, and I'll build that feud up, and they will have a match at the pre-show, according to who you think should win and not. Michael Cole hypes this up, but also tonight in the main event we have Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar in the main event going at it one-on-one after some revelations had happened. We'll get to later. Bray Wyatt will be action and much, much more. In about the decent wrestling, but little heat, a squash match. Bray Wyatt defeats Ricochet in 3:46 with a Uranage. Bray Wyatt getting an 89. They had good chemistry as well, and a 44 from Ricochet, which is not too bad considering he wanted to be brought to the main roster. But back to FCW, he will go after this. And Bray Wyatt and the rest of the Wyatt family come out, and Bray Wyatt says, "Oh, Chris Jericho, Jericho. You are at the wrong place in the wrong time, my friend. You see, Bray Wyatt has been on the down low a little bit. That is not beyond Bray Wyatt's understanding. That is not beyond Sister Abigail's understanding. But I have finally realized what truly is holding me back. And that is the old gods. The old gods run around here like they are some sort of makers of power. They have some sort of legacy to uphold, but let me tell you something, my friend. Monday Night Raw is infested, but there are other places even worse. But for now, Chris Jericho, you are one of the old gods. You cannot deny that. Your time across the world has led me to that conclusion, and that conclusion is that at the Royal Rumble, I will defeat one of the new god has arrived, and the old god will be slaughtered. It didn't have to be this way, Jericho. You could have just hanged up your boots and called it quits, but you drank from the fountain for too long. It's not a fountain of youth, it's a fountain of power. And I tend to drink all that water out. some basic bullshit that Bray Wyatt would say. He hates old people is basically what he's trying to get at least I feel that's what commentary would probably talk about. And in a 92A, wow, this did good. Evan Bourne and Tokyo Pimp Yujiro Takahashi defeat the team of England's finest in 1710 when Evan Bourne gets the all-important hit on Nicholas Magnus with a shooting star press. Evan Bourne fucking carrying that match, but Yujiro Takahashi doing some good as well. And the two guys, they show some awkwardness teaming, especially with Mao and the other bunnies around, but Evan Bourne manages to pick up an all-important win against England's finest. And in another kind of FCW showcase match, Astra Dunla defeats Angela Fong in 8:21 with a Vampiric Bulldog. And after that, the rest of the Coven try to converge. They kind of do like a Bray Wyatt thing, where they all get together and whatnot. But hold on, I just thought something made like a knocking noise for a second. The Coven is shoot coming into my room to kill me. But I'm fortunately saved as AJ Lee runs out. She starts brawling a little bit, and then she runs into the ring and does a top rope suicida. Dives and knocks all the heels out. She doesn't knock them down for long. She runs back up the ramp because she's like, oh, it's 1-on-4. So she made them look stupid, but not really. They just got like anyone who dives is gonna hit their mark, but it'd be more kind of stupid if she ran up and just beat the shit out of all of them forever. Michael Cole shits his pants. He's like, oh my god, a woman did a top rope suicida. And Jerry Lawler's like, she does that all the time, Michael Cole. I don't know what's wrong with you. Fuck you, Michael Cole. As the motto is for this entire show. And we see the Dynasty, Sans, Stephanie, and Triple H, and The Miz is kind of having fun. He's like, if you didn't read on Twitter, you would have seen that Randy Orton has been added to this match with Brock Lesnar. In fact, also, John Morrison, who we're very surprised is also been added to this match. This is really, truly what's best for business. This is what's best for the company. A big 4-man match, a fatal 4-way for the Royal Rumble. The main event, now that and also they are the main event because, The Miz is an asshole, fuck the Royal Rumble. They don't get to be the main event. We get to be the main event. And, The Miz is just soaking up all that fun. And all of a sudden, CM Punk walks around. Daniel Bryan is off screen. And CM Punk's like, I hate Daniel Bryan, but you four look like absolute fucking mongoloids sitting out here. You look fucking stupid in those suits. I fucking hate you. Fuck off. And he walks away, and Miz is like, well, that was just plain rude. Next up, we have Evan Bourne. And Tokyo Pimp comes out. He's like, you know what, Evan Bourne? That was pretty awesome. I checked. Yujiro Takahashi has fluent English, so it's probably like a joke. Because he hasn't really cut promos before. But now he's like actually talking English, and it's pretty fucking good. He's like, Evan, that was awesome. I'm really glad you were there for me, dude. I'm sorry I doubted you. Maybe we could do this more time. And Evan Bourne is just scared of Mao. He's absolutely just nerve-wracked at the sight of titties. And Yujiro's like, are you okay? Something wrong with you? And then Wade Barrett comes up and he's like, you see, you got the trip on England's finest. They were distracted by all these women around. That's not fair. And we want a rematch. We want a 6-man tag at some point. Maybe not next week because we're probably going to have a 6-man tag there. But fuck it, we'll do a 6-man tag somewhere down the line. We got to let it build the Royal Rumble. Anyway, give me one of them bitches. Our deal. And Yujiro's like, yeah. And then Wade Barrett walks away with one of the women that Yujiro Pimp has. Yujiro Pimp, that should be his new name. And Bourne looks at him weird, and Yujiro's like, dude, it's a side business. I gotta make that hustle, bro. I gotta get that bread. And he does have to get that bread. And next up we have, actually this did pretty good, all things considered. Seth Rollins, Ted DiBiase, and Kevin Steen. Oh, shit. Sorry about that weird cut. I had to cough. I'm still a little sick, but should be fine. I'm about to have good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Seth Rollins defeated Ted DiBiase Jr. and Kevin Steen. Awesome triple threat action when Seth Rollins defeated Kevin Steen with the curb stomp. Seth Rollins getting one over on the tag team champions. And after the match, they try to do, they focus their action on the champions. They try to do a triple powerbomb, and it looks like they're going to get it. But all of a sudden, Sami Zayn and Dolph Ziggler run out, and now the odds are stacked against the Shield, and they quickly get out of the ring before they're Floyd Mayweathered. And the Shield beat a retreat as they are thwarted by Sami Zayn and Dolph Ziggler. So will this lead to some kind of match? You bet your ass it probably will. Next we see a video. And in this video, it's basically kind of found footage. And it's a man walking up a stairs. There's like, it's kind of like an apartment complex in a rundown part of some town. And a knock is at the door, and the door opens, and it's Kofi Kingston. And this was taken, it seems a while ago. There's a feed of SmackDown playing on the TV in the background, and Kofi looks fucked up. He looks, he just looks tired. And Kofi's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Well, I'm from WWE." And he goes, "Oh, really now?" And the guy goes, "Yeah." The cameraman goes, "Yeah, Triple H has a message." And two guys run out, and they try to beat up on Kofi. They run past the cameraman. The cameraman's looking over. And all of a sudden, Kofi starts to fight out of it. He takes the guys out. He gets, like, some kind of weapon. He takes, like, a trash can or some kind of, like, a pipe or something. Or a wrench that happened to be by. And he just takes the guys out, and he looks at the cameraman. Cameraman's like, "Oh, shit." He was confident before. And then Kofi goes to hit the cameraman, and the feed stops. And the commentators are like, if that was a planned attack, why did Triple H show that footage? And Michael Cole's like, maybe he wants to show that Kofi Kingston is a bad guy. He does probably think Kofi Kingston's a bad guy for attacking cameraman. And Jerry's like, yeah, that is something stupid Triple H would do, and The Miz, since they're both, bucking. They're from the same mold. They're stupid. They think they're always right. So just a fun little segment I thought of at the last minute. And we get a kind of gimmick, a match which would do with the storyline. This would have done really good. But John Morrison defeats Chris Hero, clean action, in 16-28 with pinfall with a Starship Pain. And after the match, damn it, Miz is supposed to be off screen. Basically, John Morrison's like, this is bullshit. This is actual bullshit. I've fought in Brock Lesnar before. That's not a big deal. I fought in The Miz before, and that's not a big deal. I fought Randy Orton before, and that's a big deal. But this is literally just The Miz being a straight up bitch. What happened to all that shit about, I want to be the bigger man? You cheated during our match. You're probably going to cheat during this one, and I'm going to find a way to stop it. And I'm still going to win, but it's like, Miz, cut the shit. You're not a wrestler. You're an actor. And the thing about acting is kind of like wrestling. You eventually start not doing as good as you used to. And that's what you're doing. I see right through you. Fuck off, nerd. And then we see before Brock Lesnar's match, Paul Heyman is like, yeah, these terms Brock Lesnar accepts. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to scare Brock Lesnar. Like, he didn't say what kind of match is contractually obligated. But no, Brock Lesnar has fought Randy Orton before. He's going to beat Randy Orton's ass right now. He's fought John Morrison before. He's beaten John Morrison's ass. He hasn't fought The Miz, but he's going to beat The Miz's ass. You could put 16 guys in there with Brock Lesnar. Hell, he could start the Royal Rumble off. He'd probably kill the gimmick and the match wouldn't be as good, but you could do Brock Lesnar with anything, and it would be good, because he's fucking Brock Lesnar. He's a beast. So, yeah, of course we accept the terms. You idiot. And they just walk off screen for their match. In a 99A star, awesome main event, Brock Lesnar defeats Randy Orton in 20-34 with the F5. Hitting the F5, a good, long, drawn-out main event. No help for Randy Orton, which, you could take as a kind of sign either as they're scared to help Randy Orton or they might not give too much a shit about Randy Orton. But regardless, after that, it's chaos as The Miz runs out and he's beating up on Brock Lesnar, which that doesn't fucking work. He's like, oh shit. Eventually, Randy Orton's supposed to be here too. Randy Orton and them try to double team on thing. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan just start beating the fuck out of each other coming into the match. And like, oh, neat. And then John Morrison runs out. He starts attacking up everybody. He's starting to beat the shit out of people, too. You know, it's chaos. What's going on? He hits Brock Lesnar. Daniel Bryan ends up getting his hands on Brock Lesnar. It's all kinds of chaos as we end Monday Night Raw. The first Raw of 2014. The weird cut there. I just wanted to make sure we're recording. 97.8. Awesome. Show up in 25 regions. At this point, we're just so over that it's hard to even get pop without like a 99 fucking race star match. But all things considered, this was awesome. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode of SmackDown.